Hey, it's AAA, and welcome back to Vampire Hunters. They added a class called Firefighter Priest. And we're going to be trying that, especially because I love that hose, the holy water hose. Let's see how the Firefighter Priest plays. I assume about the same as all the rest of the characters, since the character is just your starting weapon, but... I do like I know they mentioned this was kind of like the quality of life update. I do like the hints in the bottom. Running it that way might help speed things up. Good to know. Just give me more damage. Give me the rifle. No idea what game this is, but I'm already amused by Firefighter Priest. This is Vampire Hunters. It is a first-person Doom-like in the style of Vampire Survivors, like fight your way through a mass of minions to get to a boss in a casual, quick runs style. This one is the Firefighter Priest because I started with a holy water gun. Or the holy water hose. It is a really odd pairing? It is. But I feel like it's just right. Just enough silliness that it could maybe work. Seems like something you'd see on Supernatural. I know, my babysitter's a vampire had holy water guns. That was a thing they did. That show was very ahead of its time. You can buy a priest calendar from the Vatican with the Vatican toddies. Just like firefighters. That is, that's a sentence right there. I never would have thought of looking into that being a thing that exists, but I'm kind of glad that exists. I don't know why. That's splendid. I love that. At least they don't take themselves too seriously. At least some of them don't. Finally a vampire. Slay 5,500 vampire servants. Wow. If you thirst, may as well thirst the men of cloth. I mean, true. At least, like, I know, pretty sure the Catholic Church does, like, train their priests. Or at least, like, the Vatican does. In, like... what's it called? Like, restraint in, like... what they're supposed to do, they're not very good at actually doing this, is, like, make sure that their priests understand, like, because you have, like, a position in power as someone, as being a person that people associate with religion, it creates, like, a power imbalance, and that you should never take advantage of that power imbalance. You're not supposed to ever do that. Like, they very strongly discourage against, you know, relationships in the church and things like that. Because the Catholic Church has some very core fundamental problems, that doesn't work. But it's something that's at least part of their doctrine to teach. I actually have a background in theology, unfortunately. Give me crit damage. Not Catholic, but, I obviously learned about what everyone else did. And the differences and stuff like that. Unfortunately, may I ask, religious trauma go burr? I've talked about this plenty of times, but I'll enlighten you, because you're new around here. I have a very weird past upbringing of being the offspring of two pastors. One who was good, one who was not. So, very complicated when it gets to religion for me. Because I was, of course, taught theology by them both. Because they wanted me to, you know, be a pastor like them. And, they learned they didn't actually agree on a lot of their theology in a lot of very big, important ways. And I was caught in the middle. Made for an interesting childhood and teenagehood. This run's not very good. I don't think we're gonna survive much longer. I've not gotten any of the really good upgrades I need. But yeah, it means that I know a lot about theology because I studied it from them. I also studied it when I was in college. Yeah, they definitely thought it'd be one of those, oh, it would be great, like, next generation. They wanted me and my brother to both become pastors like them, but then they very quickly found, oh, not only do we not believe what they believe, they don't believe what the other one believes. Turns out, starting out with the hose might have been fine if I got any upgrades for it. Let's give it another try. The knowledge does help, for sure. It also made it a lot easier, like, when I got to that point where I was, like, do I even believe in religion as a whole? I had, you know, education on every major religion, which is very useful in making that kind of decision-making. At this point, my religious beliefs are, I believe roughly in the generally conceived, like, Yahweh that the Jews, Muslims, and Christians all believe existed, or exists. I do believe other gods exist, as mentioned in the older, both in the older Old Testament texts, as well as in the books of, oh god, what's that? The big Jewish tome of history, and in the Muslim texts, like the lesser entities that they believed were usurped. But I try to believe that God is just kind of a force of good that's... Like, I believe in Jesus as well, and that Jesus was kind of his, hey, I kind of fricked up, in some areas. Let me send my kid down to kind of set things straight, make up for, like, set things straight in a way I didn't. That's why I think Jesus' message of love is so important. That's the main thing I really care about and focus on, is the love of each other and kindness to all and all that kind of thing. But I study it quite intently just because it's intriguing to me what different people believe, but I'm very casual in my own beliefs. Probably because I spent so long, with that not being the case, where I was expected to be very outspoken about everything I believe and be ready to argue it at a moment's notice. I don't do that these days. I have a much more casual relationship with religion and spirituality and stuff. In other news, for some reason, my water gun and my flamethrower cross streams. It looks really weird. This laser's new, the Sunbeam. That is a new weapon that I unlocked in the last run. Whee! I do enjoy this game, but I am unfortunately running out of content in it. It was one that I originally was just set to do a TikTok for via Keymailer, but then I found was very fun, and something different that I wasn't seeing literally anyone else play on YouTube or Twitch. But unfortunately I am running out of content in it, because there's only a couple levels, a couple bosses, and also I really don't like the whole grinding for individual percentage points of damage and things like that and health. So I'm kind of mostly ignoring that system, which means there's not a lot of gameplay. for me. So eventually I'll probably slot it in my variety schedule for something else. Well, by eventually I mean like probably next week. It'll probably get replaced with the Minecraft modded SMP that Dietor and Anna are starting. Dietor and Anna are two streamers who I've been working with for a couple months now, before joining the DC3. They're also part of the D&D podcast I do on Saturdays, which returns in 6 days, this Saturday. Dungeon Rollers is coming back for Season 2. Zilk is returning. Annoying country accent and all. Whee! Though, Zilk might be returning with one... Oh, I'll just say, he is returning with one more eye than he had last time. Because I rolled a D100 with the DM for what happens in between time minus the building we're building. And I got a 98, so I found a magic item shop. I was able to get a special magic item, which I will be definitely trolling my fellow players with, as soon as humanly possible. Okay, that sunbeam's amazing. I see why that's such a long cooldown. We're gonna die. But that's okay. Also, when I get a second, I need to write something down on a sticky note. Remind myself to ask in the DC3 chat how to get set up with their StreamCord bot. Or if that will be a thing once they've... I'm dead. Once they've updated the website. I'm gonna take advantage of my death and write that down real fast. Where's my pen? Here it is. There we go. Boop. We got a new thing. Oh, no, we encountered a new thing. The sunbeam. We've now encountered every item in the game. The most obvious weapon is the most powerful. I don't have another slot for that. +1 ammo, +2 damage, +1 second time. Let me replace this with some ammo. Give me revolver. The extra soul rate's good. Oh, this one has spikes, I forgot. On other levels, you can, like, kind of hang near the back as it just pushes you. This one has spikes. For the YouTube side, this will probably be the last Vampire Hunters video for a while. Just because, like... I don't know. I'm just playing so many other good games at the moment that I don't think this game really has room on my schedule. Of my repertoire, I guess. Also, we're nearly done with Farm Keeper. We're getting there for Farm Keeper, but it just got a huge update. So I thought we were going to be almost finished with it, but now there's a ton more content in it. So that one's going to keep its welcome a little longer. And piercing. Let's take the right side. I don't know if there's actually any difference between the different doors. I've not noticed any difference. Pole scout. Familiar frog, yeah. We love frogs around here. Especially when they're magical little green frogs that explode. I'll give me more reload speed. Sniper from... Give me familiar cat. Sunblast, nice. That is just so overwhelmingly bright. Give me death reload on the rivers. Give me ricochet on the revolver. Ow. One thing I don't know how this game could fix, but I feel like it needs to fix, and I feel like I should talk to the dev about this. But I don't know how they would fix it. This game has a serious ammo problem, where like it can't really be the true run-and gun combo-y game that it wants to be, because of how often you have to stop and reload unless your run is amazing. You have to take a lot of time to do stop and tactical reload before running into a horde of things. It kind of breaks up its... what it's clearly otherwise going for, which is like... Doom, but you run in a straight line and farm up mobs Vampire Survivor style. Because of its heavy reliance on ammo, it doesn't quite work for it to be like as momentum-y as it wants to be. But I don't know how you'd fix that. It would take like an overhaul of the reloading system. I am glad that he made it that, using things like auto-fire and auto-load don't nerf your points anymore. Because, I don't know, having the accessibility settings nerf your points, like, I don't know, it always feels weird. Weird energy. I'm glad he pivoted from that very quickly. Even though I know it's not uncommon to do that. Oh, crap, my problem with spikes. Oh, run. Run when I have the beam. Ah. Oh, ow. I am at 1 health. And that's my death. Just a little bit of Vampire Hunters today. We got to check out the final weapon add to the game, which is nice, but I think that's it for me for today, for the Vampire Hunters. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye, YouTube.
Hello, what's happening? It's that man in black and green. Sometimes sweet and saccharine, sometimes he breezes as mad as me, insanity, persistently for